Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate it. This is your general reading for April, and it will apply to you, but it could also show aspects relating to a person that's close to you at this time, so you could see themes reflected in their life. You're quite welcome to cross-watch to my other videos for more information. You can check your rising sign, your moon placement, or even your Venus placement. You know, just go with whatever is right for you. For those that are new, I normally pull out 3 houses of the zodiac to start off with, and then I build the reading from there. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Got 11th house, second house, and 10th house. Let's get some astrology guidance now. South Node, Grand Trine, Grand Cross, this one might also come out, Mercury. Oh, that one went back in. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Cancer, I feel. So quite a bit of green energy coming in. Let's get some goddess guidance now. We've got Astara, Fertility, Isolde, and Una. Bottom of the goddess deck is Kali, Endings and Beginnings. Let's get a destiny card for you. It's too many. Compassion. Okay. Let's get a fairy tarot. The Sun card. Oh, lovely. Beautiful card for you. Bottom of the fairy tarot is 4 of Spring. So that's in some, you know, in some decks it would be the 4 of Wands. Okay. All right, let's start here. So we've got the 11th house. So this is the house of friends or friendships. It's also the house of your hopes and dreams, your wishes for the future, what you've been visioning, what you've been working towards in your life. You know, what you kind of you know, have envisioned for yourself going forward. It's also the house of your hobbies and interests, and possibly that's tied in with your dreams and your visions for yourself as well. It's also the house of all group activities. So this can be online groups, it can be groups of friends, or it can be associations, like if you join a society or an association or any other kind of group. It could even be a book club, something like that. Whatever that may be, but it's your input as an individual within a group. Then it could also be a group of companies, if this is more sort of work related or profession related. And it can also be group consciousness. So as I said, this is your individual input within a group, but you fall under the group consciousness. Now this can also be global consciousness. It can also be about social reforms, social causes. It's also about trends and currents in society, or fashions and things like that. So things that move through society, and things that become popular and so on. So for some of you, you know, you may be tracking that as part of your profession. It's also very much about your ideals, what it is that what you really are, your highest manifestation for your hopes and your dreams, but also your hobbies and interests, I suppose, and your friendships and so on. So it's kind of really, you know, where you're working towards in many aspects of your life. So let's see now where this is coming in. We've got here South Node, life's debts, and then at the top you've got Astara, fertility. So I think what's happening is that you're wanting to bring in new things, or you're going to be starting new things, or it could be new friendships, or new dreams and goals, you know, things like that, or new hopes and wishes, or some vision for yourself for the future. So this is something new that you're wanting to bring in, and you're wanting to bring it in soon, because this is Easter, and Astara is based on, is actually the original connection with Easter. The word comes from that, and so it's all the celebration of that. It's new life and so on. If you are in the northern hemisphere, then this would be spring related, but for those in the southern, then it would be Easter related. But it's very abundant energy, very fertile energy, lots of things growing, and just in a very abundant energy. Bunnies there as well, so it's about all new things. But underneath you have got South Node, life's debts. So this is about releasing the past. So I do feel that in order to bring this in, you need to let go of things from the past. So you may have already been working on this, and this may just be a reflection of what has gone before, and that you are now close to achieving your goal. Or it could be that you still have some things to release. This is about closing the door on the past. Now, in some cases, you can physically do it yourself. You can initiate and you can do all of those things. But in other cases, a door can slam shut really quite quickly, quite abruptly. And you've now simply got to face forward and move forward into your life purpose, into your future life. And this is the 11th house. So this is about your dreams and where you're headed. So it's about letting go of the past. So something may close out quite abruptly, or there could be still some things that need to be done, but it's about getting resolution on this now, dealing with the past, closing doors, getting closure, all of those things, and releasing baggage. Now, this can be emotional baggage, it could even be physical baggage, but it could also be releasing old ideas or old dreams and aspirations that you had, which now you've outgrown, and you're now moving into a different sort of environment, whether it be friendships related or group related or some other kind of bigger endeavor that you're involved in, however it relates to you. But it can be very personal, as in your dreams as well. All of them may be wrapped up together. So it's releasing the baggage, releasing the past, and you simply have to do that. You with this energy, you really don't have any choice. You've simply got to do that in order to move forward. And it's about really taking responsibility, to close things down, to release what needs to be gotten rid of, and just tie up loose ends so that you can move forward. So with the compassion energy here, this may be obviously applying in a number of ways here, but it could also be about that. So this can also be about compassion towards yourself, releasing yourself from situations where your energy has been trapped, possibly for a long period of time. When I say trapped, there's things that haven't been dealt with there, so your energy just stays there until you release it. And there's lots of ways that you can release it. You can go for various types of therapies and so on, but you can also just make the steps yourself. And but it's be compassionate with yourself and compassionate with others to release your energy from that. You don't want to be bound to them or to situations which perhaps didn't work out as you anticipated, or things happened and it just didn't work out, or whatever needs to be closed down, or issues tied up and finished. It's about releasing your energy, and that can be done when you apply forgiveness rituals or for any kind of forgiveness in general. But it's really about releasing your energy, yourself from that. So forgive yourself, forgive any situations that occurred, and release your energy, free yourself up so that you can move forward now greatly. As I said, with a star of fertility, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So this is all new things, whether something is going to manifest for you around Easter, or whether it's the seeds have been planted and now slowly you're starting to see results from that. This is magic. She's planting things. She's spreading magic around. It can be fertility in a number of ways. It can be fertility within your dreams, starting a new dream or new goal or new hobby or new interest. It can also be friendships. You may be changing your friendship circle, or you may be from a profession, or just gathering contacts in general. This is about contacts and networks, gathering information, using your resources to perhaps do something or promote something. But it can also be to do with the collective, and this is the collective energy of an endeavor, whether it's a global consciousness or a group consciousness or a social reform or some sort of activity which is close to your heart. It's about moving forward into that and starting fresh things. So now we've got second house here. So second house owning, this is everything to do with ownership. Everything that you own falls in under the second house. So it can be very materialistic, very material things, but it can also extend to small things and large things, and it can also be even property, real estate, as a professional, things that you're involved in. You could be wanting to do that or move into that in some way, or you may be purchasing or releasing aspects around property. It's also about your income. It is one of your money houses. So this is your personal income, what is coming to you personally, however you earn your income, whether it's passive or whether you actually go out to a position or whether you work from home. It's your income. It's also the house of self-worth, everything to do with self-worth and your value systems, what you value in yourself and what you value in others. So this could be under the spotlight at the moment because of your 11th house and because of the 7th South Node that's releasing aspects that don't serve you anymore. So your value systems may be changing as well. Your goals may be changing. Your dreams may be changing because your values have now realigned to a different set of values than what you had previously. And this can be driven by society as well, So it's everything to do with that. And your value systems can be, as I said, about material things, but also what you value in yourself and what you value in others. And this may have been refined to where you value more family related or home related things as opposed to other aspects that had your attention before. It's also about your inherent abilities and skills and talents, anything to do with that. So now we've got Grand Trine blessings coming in, and then at the top we've got Isolde undying love. So this may very well be about you releasing or changing aspects around you. Now this could be releasing, as I said, material things, or it could be aspects to do with a home or to do with finances or to do with a position that you've occupied, whether it's within a relationship or elsewhere. It's about this. Isolde is about recovering from some sort of loss or change in circumstances. Now this can be a person leaving your reality, or it could be a change in circumstances which now frees you up in some way. It really is, it's obviously undying love. So this is normally love related, but you can also sort of apply it in general to your perhaps your self-worth or your value systems. And also where you have put your energy in this house, where you have put your energy previously. And that quite often is related to relationships of some sort. And this is about releasing yourself from a period of kind of getting over something or getting past something and opening yourself up to nature, to socializing, to being more active. So it's almost like coming back to the land of the living. So you may have been in a very quiet period, recovering from something or just letting go of certain things so that you can move forward. And it's saying that whatever or whoever was involved previously, your love and all your effort and your energy that you put into those situations is always recorded. It's always going to be there. That never changes. So don't think that because situations have changed or circumstances have changed that that energy and that love and that effort that you put in has been lost. It's never lost. So, but now there's a system of sort of healing and recovery coming in here. It's very swift, it's very comprehensive. And what this is about opening yourself up to new things, to try new things, spending time in nature, getting out and about. Perhaps even a makeover might be appropriate. So this is all connected to your value systems. It's also connected to your self-worth. And you may be wanting to try new things, perhaps try new activities, use some of your skills and talents for things that you haven't perhaps done before. Or it's just a general opening up to love in general. And once you open yourself up to love, the vibration of love, whether this is personal love or universal love, it doesn't matter. Love is the language of the universe. So once you align yourself to love for yourself, love for your perhaps your environment as it is at the moment, love for what you do, which brings you income, whatever it is, it's that love, that commitment that you have to that, commitment to yourself, and opening up to love, being you may have been a bit closed off, or you may have been in a period of just not participating too much, or just in a very quiet period, and now it's about opening up, it's about blooming, as it were, and sort of getting out into the world again. And this can attract, once you attune yourself to that love connection or that love vibration, then you can draw love into your life in lots of different ways, and you tap into the universal love vibration. But whatever you did before, whoever you loved, or whatever the situation was, or wherever you put your energy and your effort, it's always going to be, and that is why it's undying. It's permanently recorded there. So now, Grand Trine blessings coming in. So this is saying that something is coming into this house, whether it's a personal blessing with love coming in, or just love, renewed love for yourself. Perhaps you are now recovering from a period where you've just been a bit low. And it can also be financially related, because it's the house of income. It could be relating to property or some other aspect. But it's saying that there's a very harmonious energy coming in. And that also obviously is the love vibration. All right. So connecting to that is a very harmonious energy. So it's saying blessings are coming to you. And as soon as you tap into that energy, into that love, a love of yourself and love of life, as soon as you do that, then you attract blessings to you, because you've raised your vibration, you've raised your frequency. So Grand Trine is a very harmonious flow of energy, but it is also about the rising up, or the acknowledgement of certain talents and skills and abilities that you have. Now, these may not have, you may have been, you know, more than likely these are inherent, because the second house deals with inherent talents, abilities and skills. You may not have used these before, or you may not have had a chance, but now that you are getting a renewed zest for life in some way, you could now be focusing on this. So there could be that whooshing up, that sort of flow of energy, which is very creative, very inspirational, and there's flow, there's energy, there's movement involved in this. It could be that, but it is also about a very harmonious energy coming in, harmonious times. It could be that blocks and obstacles and difficulties that you've had up until this point are now being lifted away. They're being removed. They're just going to melt away, or they're just going to dissolve from your environment. So whatever you've been grappling with, and Isolde does attest to this, that in the past, or for a period of time, you have been grappling with sort of getting yourself back, getting your mojo back. So Grand Trine, very harmonious flow, very sort of fortuitous energy, very fortunate energy coming in, bringing blessings with it. You're just going to flow past obstacles, but it can also be that there are aspects attached to this which are it's kind of like a renewal, but there's closure first. So with the south node, this is saying that in order to move forward and harness all this beautiful energy, there are some things that have had to be let go of. So whether you have done this and now you are benefiting from this energy, or whether you still have a little bit more to go, this is about closure. This is about ending something. This is about getting finished with something. It's like completion. It's a completion, closure energy. Something is leaving your life so that you can move forward now and flow into this lovely abundant energy, but blessings coming in whatever way is appropriate for you. Now we've got here 10th house. The 10th house deals with all aspects around career, but it's also fame, it's reputation, it's your public status. So your public status may have changed or may be changing at this time. So for instance, if you have had a loss of a partner or some sort of change in that regard, or it could be that you're going from being without a partner, now you're going into a partnership, because that is indicated with your fairy tarot card. So whatever is resonating for you, whatever is your situation, public status change is normally how you are viewed by others. In other words, what is your status in the world? You could be going also from an employed person to self-employed, or you could be going from not having any specific work commitments, and now you are taking on something which is going to bring income for you, which is going to use your skills and talents. So therefore you're going from a person who hasn't worked to now being employed or self-employed, or whatever it may be. It can also be going from being as I say, single and now into a partnership, or the other way around, depending on your situation. So all of these aspects come in, but it is also about everything outside of home. So this is everything outside of your actual home environment. And Isolde Undying Love does kind of touch on that. This is about getting out into the world, again, from having a quiet period or a period where you've just been withdrawn. So this is about getting out. And aspects of the 10th house, there could be, career related. As I said, it could be fame, it could be your profile is being raised, and that seems to be the case here. Or you could be partnering up with somebody, or you may just be coming into your sovereign and authentic self. This is also very much a 10th house thing. This is about authority. So whether this is an authoritative person in your life, it could be a mentor, it could be somebody that you look up to, or it could be a parent, or it could be somebody that you just consider to be very authoritative, very wise, who's in their personal power. Or it could be you coming into your personal power, your authenticity now, your sovereignty. Perhaps you are releasing a whole lot of things now. Now you're starting to blossom and become your authentic self. All of these aspects come in. It could also be an authoritative institution which is coming in, or that you're engaging with in some way as well. Now this could be the military, it could be legal, it could be government, however this comes in for you. Now we have got here Grand Cross Provoker coming in. And then we've also got Una Easy Does It at the top. So it's saying there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So again, I feel that this may have been in the past, or you may still be juggling a little bit. This energy is the energy of juggling. And what Una is saying is that just hold steady. Hold steady and keep pursuing your personal interests, your hobbies, the things that are close to your heart, which is what the 11th house is all about. Okay, 11th house is the things that you are trying to envision for yourself, things that you're working on, your hopes, your dreams for the future, your hobbies, your interests, all of those things. It could even be friendships or a relationship, but it's anything that's close to your heart. Requires nurturing, it requires time, and it requires effort, and all of these things, as long as you apply yourself to that, you will see the benefits. But just hold steady. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So divine timing at play here. If this is involving a career or a profession or some project that you've been working on, you've got Ostara fertility, a new project or new things coming in, or new ideas or new ways of doing things, new conditions and so on. It's saying to you that whatever it is you're trying to birth, whatever you're trying to bring into existence, you may have to just start as a part-time until you can take it to full-time. So you may just, whatever position you have been in before, whatever you have been doing before, you may just have to pull back from it slowly until whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you're trying to launch has got more traction and more momentum, and then you can move into it full-time. And you can apply that across the board, however that applies for you. But it's saying that there may be a slower pulling back, but just keep going, keep nurturing what is important to you, and just keep going, and everything's working out. Everything's going to be fine. Just keep going, but don't force and don't rush. You don't need to do that. So now with Grand Cross Provoker, as I say, this may have been in the past. You may have already been dealing with this, or there may be some still things that need to be dealt with here. But Grand Cross Provoker is a very intense energy. It's a very intense time. It's literally lots of things coming at you all at once, or sort of very hard angles bearing down on you. And this could be lots of responsibilities. This can be lots of things career related, or whatever is your field that's coming up in the 10th house. You may have had a lot of things coming at you all at once, all to be dealt with. And it could also be situations going on around you, however it applies. There's a kind of a juggling energy that goes with this. It does provoke action. It's a catalyst for change. That is what this energy is. So you're trying to do this. You are moving into this new energy. You're going to be tapping into a much wider, expansive life than what you have been lately. You're starting new things. You're bringing in new things, but you need to close out. You need to close out some stuff, whether you've done that already or whether that's still a few things happening. But you need to do that in order to bring these blessings in. So this could be the closing out of those things that need to be released and ended now. And Grand Cross is a catalyst for change, as I said. So, but the very best way to handle this energy is to actually draw up some sort of priority list, or however you want to do it. But it's about prioritizing your actions and how you're going to go about the things that are coming at you. No sooner will you get through one thing and then something else will come up. And they can be very fast moving. So, but it's an intense energy. It's normally, can be a little bit frustrating because you no sooner get through one thing and then something else comes along. So, it's priorities. Draw up a priorities list, and if you have to change it on a daily or an even hourly basis, I've had situations where I've had this and it's been hourly. I've had to update my priorities to get through it. But it can also be weekly or whatever is appropriate for you. So prioritize. Time management, very, very important. Manage your time. Give time for what is your priority, but also make yourself a priority as well. Because you need to think, you need to plan, you need to rest, and you need to do things which are going to enhance your decision-making abilities, all right? Don't deplete yourself to such a degree and run around like a headless chicken, not achieving much or juggling and not actually moving forward, because you're not actually going to achieve anything. You're going to have yourself spread too thin. You can't do that with this energy, all right? You'll burn out. So you must have a priority list, time management, set yourself as a priority as well. And if it's quiet time you need to put aside to make decisions, then make sure you plan it in. It's also about cooperation or working with others, communication with others. So you may be having a lot of people around you or other things going on, and you need to communicate. You need to keep on top of your game with that. So that's why I say your priorities and your time management is very important. This energy is very, very good at building up inner strength. Whatever you learn during this period or have learned during this period, as I said, this may be already moving out of your energy now because you're heading towards Una, but it's very much about this is a skill that you will learn, and once you've mastered this, while these energies are coming at you like this and this juggling is occurring, but you need to move forward while you're juggling, right? So while you're learning everything that needs to be learned, it will stand you in wonderful stead for later. So it will stand you in very good stead. You'll build up incredible inner strength and your abilities will sharpen. And that is the point of this energy, but it's a catalyst for change. It's to move you forward. So as I said here with the Mercury came out with this. So there's some thinking and planning that is required here. This is a mental energy. So it's about, as I said, even if you, it's a very communicative energy. So whether this is written or verbal, or online, internet-based, research-based, joining groups, online groups, communications, emails, whatever it may be. But I do feel it is also about having time to think. So you need to plan in time, whether it's an hour in a day or whatever it may be, to actually draw up your priority list and to think and make decisions or do research in order to make your decisions. So that's time you've got to plan in. But it's also thinking things through. It's think before you speak. It's also about positive thought and positive words. All right, that is going to bring a manifestation in for you. And it's also about communicating with others, which is what came up as well with the Grand Cross Provoker. And certainly with the South Node, there may be some things that you have to say or communicate to others in order to close a few doors or to tie up some loose ends. All right. So Mercury is all about that. You may have to walk your talk in some way as well. But it's also, as I said, it's a very mental energy, so don't exhaust yourself completely by over-analyzing everything or spending too much time in your head. Yes, you do need time to think things through, but this is planning how you're going to do this, and allocate time in your day in which you can do this. And if you need to research, if you need to exchange ideas with others, if you need to express yourself and find out, do networking. You know, your 11th house is about networking and contacts. If you have to draw on that to get to the result that you need, all of this comes in with Mercury. It can also be too wordy, too much. So just be careful with that you don't exhaust yourself with too much talk. It's a comprehensive energy, but it's very, very mental, very communicative energy. And, you just need to apply those principles. The other aspect of this is you may also be needing to bring in some humor to lighten the energy a little bit, because with the Grand Cross Provoker, that can be so intense that sometimes you don't even get a chance to lift your head up. So bring in humor, and that will help with the others that you're working towards as well. In some cases, it's the search for truth. With the Mercury card, that can also be coming up, especially if you're doing closure of certain things. It's the search for meaning and for truth that may be coming up for you as well. Now, I just want to bring this in. We've got Kali endings and beginnings here. So as I said, with the South Node, this is about ending things, however you're going to get closure, whatever is appropriate for you. But Kali is reiterating that again. And she's saying that the old must be released so that the new can enter. So what she's saying is, and this is what the South Node is all about, it's releasing the old so that the new can enter. You cannot expect to have fresh ideas, fresh energy, fresh opportunities, fresh ways of doing things, or just, generally changing your life. You can't expect to do it if you're hanging on to a whole lot of things from the past. So what she's saying is that this is an energy you need to work with. You need to close down what you can, do everything that you can so that you can create your new beginning, because you've got a star of fertility, new energy coming in here. So work with this energy, work with Kali. Kali can move mountains. She's the ultimate get things done goddess. So very, very powerful goddess. If you resist her, or you resist this energy, and you dig your heels in, and you decide to perhaps stick your head in the sand, or not change certain things, or let go of certain things, then she will come in and remove things from under you, kind of. And that's much more traumatic and much more difficult. So if you know there are things that are going to come in which you need, or things that you know that you need to let go of or to change. All right. So this is about releasing. And the more you work with her energy, the more powerful it will be, and the transition will be very good for you. She's saying, do not fear the changes that need to happen now. Do not fear them. Do not worry about them. Just just apply yourself and do what needs to be done, and she will back you in that. Don't resist, because this is for your ultimate good. It's completely necessary. It's very, very important that you do this, and to release and then move forward. There is an eclipse energy there, which may be appropriate for you, but that's only coming in May. So this could be a preparation for that, or it could be that you've already been doing this since the previous eclipse, and this is an energy now which is sort of wrapping up. There may be a few things that still need to be done, but it's saying that, you release the old in order to bring the new in, and this is very important. Do not fear it. Work with the energy, and you will be able to move a tremendous amount in your life. So with Cancer, this is the bottom of the astrology deck. So Cancer, I feel. So this energy is all about emotions and your instincts and your intuition. So all of these are going to be important during this entire process here. And this is why you also have compassion. It's very much linked to the Cancer energy. And also, if you are, as I said, you are ending things and you are beginning things, compassion for self, and for compassion for the situations and whatever else it is that you're letting go of. All right, but most important, compassion for self. Just work steadily through what you need to do. Cancer, I feel, so if all instincts, all emotions, all intuitions, very, very important, very instinctive sign, very resilient sign is Cancer. And you're going to need that with the to get through the Grand Cross and the South Node energy to complete that cycle. It is cyclical, it's ruled by the moon, so there will be cycles of within yourself and your emotions and so on, but it's also about there may be some looking back at the past. Now that can be related to emotional or familiar, like family situations. You may be letting go of a whole lot of things that you've outgrown or you've just moved past now. So look back in the past. Your rearview mirror is small for a reason. All right, so just use that in small doses to bring forward the wisdom and the understanding from the past, but don't dwell there. All right, don't dwell there. You know, bring forward what you need to. You may just be feeling a little bit nostalgic and sentimental. You could be looking back at a few memories, you know, photo albums or something like that, which is fine, but then you need to move forward. And you could also be dealing with aspects in your life. It could be, you know, sort of material related. It could be things from the past that you now need to let go of. This could be material items as well. It's also it's a very nurturing energy. So this is about looking after yourself, your health, your diet, your well-being, but also of your family or whoever is close to you at this time. It's a very nurturing energy, and it may be birth related or maybe children related or something new that you're birthing here. And it's that nurturing, mothering energy that comes in. And it's also about your emotions, as in, you know, monitoring that. And if you feel that you are too reactive or you're struggling a little bit, then just withdraw. The crab is the sign of Cancer. Just withdraw into your shell and just spend time alone or in your own space, so that you can refresh and recenter yourself and deal and process things, you know, and then you come back in again when you are ready to do so. So all of those energies coming in. It's also that there may be a female or a feminine presence connected here somewhere along the line. It could also be tapping into feminine wisdom or feminine issues. You know, there's usually some sort of feminine aspect coming in here. If you are a masculine, it can be also tapping into your feminine receptivity, which is about receiving, whether that's intuitions and you know, listening to your instincts and so on. So just apply it as it resonates for you. But emotions may be high at some times, and if you find you're getting overwhelmed, then just withdraw and spend time on your own or in your own space to deal with that. So now we've got the Fairy Tarot, the Sun, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to renewals and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So if it's career related, this 10th house energy that came in, then certainly this is going to bode very well for you. I mean, the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck anyway, so you really can't go wrong with this energy. So however it applies to you, but it's saying that plans that work out perfectly. And this is why I say with the Mercury mind, there is some planning that's required here. And the Grand Cross Provoker energy, which forces you to prioritize and time manage, if you've got a plan, that makes it much easier. So it's about dealing with all of that, but plans that work out perfectly. So when you apply yourself, your Mercury energy, and actually apply yourself to the planning and laying down the groundwork, then you're headed into a very positive place. And amazing ideas as well. So this could be coming in with the Mercury energy. That's a very mental energy. And if it's work related or career related, you know, rewards and commendations. So you could be very successful at what is happening there. But also being showing gratitude for all this wonderful abundance. And this is very abundant energy. There's lots of happiness, there's forward motion, there's some sort of announcement. You know, this is really radiant energy, being radiant, being noticed, standing in the spotlight. You may have to take a leadership role in some way. This is about coming into your own. This is about coming into the spotlight, rising up, raising of consciousness, raising of vibration, just being radiant and having a higher profile, possibly stepping into the breach and to take the lead on something, or just being seen as a shining example. That's what this card is all about. You've also got bottom of the fairy tarot, 4 of spring. Be grateful. So gratitude coming up more than once here. So do your gratitude diary, or just your daily gratitude affirmations, or just, you know, express it to yourself in your own way as often as possible. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. So celebrations coming in, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So with the Grand Trine blessings coming in, this is about contentment. This is about harmony. This is about closure. This is about completion. So certain things are going to be rounded up for you, and this is going to bring this lovely feeling in for you as well. It could be partner related, love related. So you could be, as I said, somebody coming in for you. It could even be somebody from your past coming back into your life, or it's just the renewal of love for yourself, love for life, and love possibly for another. But just a beautiful, very abundant energy. This is a lovely energy. It's the home. It's the beautiful home. It's the beautiful energy. It's a very contented energy. Things just working out well. So lovely completion for your reading there. Okay, Aquarius, take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.